Happy Halloween to you all. We are here to talk about it. Welcome to Derry, episode 2, full spoilers ahead. So after that very shocking premiere episode, I like how episode 2 kind of reestablishes itself, right? We're reintroduced to some characters we met in episode 1, we're introduced to new characters in episode 2, and we get a better understanding of where their story is headed. Speaking of those new characters, I like the new characters that we got introduced to, whether it be Rich, who I'm a fan of. I like his little comedic timing in the episode. We have Will, who is Leroy's son, and obviously we know him to be in the future, to be Mike Hanlon's son. And I like that he's intelligent, he's into science, and again, I'm liking the new characters. We also were introduced to Rose, and again, it just establishes a cast and crew that I'm enjoying so far, highlighted by Lily and Ronnie, who were the MVPs for me in this episode. Speaking of Ronnie, her scene in her bedroom, her mom's her bed, is like, think about that, the psychological trauma of her mom who died giving birth to her, but she's in her bed, the most vulnerable place you can be. Her mom becomes her bed. She's in her mom's wound again. She has to bite the umbilical cord and then the monster's mouth, and that scene was excellent. Like, I know some people were crapping on the CGI in episode 1. This scene with Ronnie and her dead mom coming back and her being in her wound was amazing. And not to jump too far ahead, but the Lily scene at the grocery store with all the people creeping around her, the intercom calling her crazy. She sees her dad face in a pickle jar. The pickles fall on the floor. His body's in the jar like the rumor said. That scene was excellent. Again, Ronnie and Lily, like, they're acting. These two little girls are excellent, but like their story, their conflict, their complexity, their trauma has been so great. They were the MVPs for me in this episode. And then speaking of some of the subplots I enjoyed in this week's episode, we have Marge, who's trying to fit in with the patty cakes. We have Charlotte, who I really like the Charlotte scenes because it shows like the ugliness and the underbelly of Derry and how they ignore violent crimes. And then everything this week going on at the Air Force Base was so interesting. Everything going on with Leroy and Dick Halloran, him using his shining abilities to find this weapon. Which, speaking of the weapon, we find out that Shaw brought Leroy in because he has no fear. The injury he had removes the fear part of his brain. So this weapon they're looking for will put the fear of their enemies potentially killing them. And I think this weapon has something to do with it. Obviously, I think when it landed on Earth in the 16th century, a part of his body went somewhere and they're using that as the weapon that's going to put fear in their enemies. So again, I thought Lily and Ronnie's stuff was great. The Air Force stuff was great. The new establishing of the characters and story really worked for me. I'm locked into this show. I really enjoyed this second episode, but let me know in the comments below what you all thought of it. I have a full breakdown available on another platform that goes more in depth of the Easter eggs, and I'm loving this show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.